Welcome back to Let's Play Crystalis with me, jrpg, and in the last episode we learned a couple of things, but namely that there is a cave behind the waterfall north of here. And we were given a Flute of Lime to use there, but it's not clear to us what that does, so I'm going to explain right now. In fact, let's hit the item shop, and we're going to buy a Fruit of Lime as well. And what these things do is cure stone, or petrify. And we're also going to want a medical herb before we hit the road. And that will become clear. The reason for doing that will become clear in a little bit. Now, one thing that I want to do before we get started here is use telepathy to talk to the sages, because we've just had a few story events happen, so I want to see if they have anything new to say, so let's try it out. And let's talk to Tornell. And he says, I hear that a traveling merchant has the shield ring. And that is true. A traveling merchant does have the shield ring, and we're going to find that out in a little bit here. But let's talk to the rest of them. Zebu says, you must talk to Asena, but I tell you, it's difficult to see her, which is an interesting clue indeed. And what about Asena? She tells us to locate the shell flute before using the boat. And these are all super vague. I mean, I know what they mean, but, you know, they're there. There's some clues. But the most interesting one is going to be Kenzu, and let's see what he has to say. He's no longer mean to us. Little by little, you're becoming stronger. I'll recover your magic power. And he does. And get this, we can even do it again to get a free refill on magic power. How sweet is that? Now let's get our handy-dandy refresh spell back on. And now that we've got our Fruit of Lime, our Flute of Lime, and a medical herb, we can head out. Now, as I recall, my flame sword couldn't damage the monsters in this area. Let's test that theory. Yep. So let's try the wind sword. That seems to work. And I'm going to leave the bracelet off just to not waste my MP, although I can, I guess, talk to Kenzu to recover that, so I guess we may as well. And we are pretty close to level up, so I'm going to go ahead and work on that for a little bit on our way. Because the waterfall cave is not far, but believe me, it is dangerous. Can I kill this thing? Let's try the fire sword, but I don't think I can damage it at all. I can, cool. I'm not gonna go get that coin, but I think we should probably just go ahead and level up right now. And we can just enjoy this sweet, sweet overworld song. I love it so much. I'll be doing house chores and just humming this to myself. It's just the best. I think just maybe a few more of these guys, and we can be on our way. Yep, let's blast it with a level 3. That seems awesome. I keep taking these hits, but it's gonna be fine, because we can recover our magic. Let's try that out. Oh, he refuses. Will he tell me back in town? Nope, that's all we get. Well, I was kind of banking on that, but it's gonna be fine. We'll spend $100, but I think I'm gonna stop messing around then. To tell the truth, I usually don't use telepathy at all, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to check it out. And it's definitely been interesting, to say the least. And my recollection is that the plot of this game is a little bit hard to understand because a lot of the dialogue is really terse. Sort of unnecessarily cryptic, I would say. But it could be that using telepathy more will fill that in, and we're gonna find that out together. Yeah, we are not far away from this level up at all. And I'm very excited to find the shield ring. It is a very, very good item, but we'll talk about it once we find it. Yeah, this shouldn't take long at all. Oh, I keep taking these projectiles, man. I really could use that platinum armor set upgrade. Really tamp down some of this damage. Or maybe I could just get better at the game. But I will say this game does a great job of making the combat feel fun and fast-paced and action-oriented. I think it really succeeds at what it's trying to be. Much more so than some of the other action RPGs that came out around this era or shortly after. But I think I've kind of said my piece about that. But I do think that this is one of the better, there we go. One of the better action RPGs ever made, and one of the best NES games ever made. I gotta watch it now. Okay, let's go ahead and heal up. We're starting to get a nice stock of MP where refresh is much, much less costly with regard to your total MP. Let's get in here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna want my paralysis spell because I can't damage anything in here yet. Let's try it out, though. Nope, that doesn't work. That does. So let's go ahead and kill this thing. And I immediately get poisoned. Alright, let's return to normal. So for now, at least we know that the wind sword can damage these guys. But there are going to be Medusas in here that we can't damage with anything. I do know that for a fact. The lesser enemies I'm less sure about. Don't want to get poisoned again. Okay, let's go ahead and break this ice barrier. And I realized that I didn't travel to the left, but that's because it just kind of loops back around and comes back here. So once again, this is one where you kind of can't get lost, which to me is nice. Let me make sure I've got paralysis on. Yep, let's get that on. Okay. And here we find some petrified people. This is what our flute is for, so let's go ahead and use it. People of stone, return to normal. That is good. And they're just gonna take off. You're welcome, guys. Alright, let's make sure we've got paralysis on. Okay. And we're going to want to take a right first, and we're going to want to stay away from these Medusas, because they will turn us to stone, and we can't fight back against them right now. And they are definitely a serious danger. Getting turned to stone is no joke. Oh, that's so risky. Okay. And we'll go this way first. Oh, dear. That's not what I wanted at all. Okay. Yeah, go over... There we go. Oh, I'm so nervous in here. But this is what we were looking for. The Sword of Water. Now we can fight back. So let's go ahead and get that thing on. Let's recover our health because we've been taking a beating. Mostly because we're a little under-equipped, but also because I'm playing kind of poorly. I'm not gonna lie to you about that. Now, we gotta be real careful with these guys, but they are worth a fair bit of XP. Oh, there it is. All right, let's get my Fruit of Lime out. And let's stop messing around with these guys and just make sure we're using paralysis. Boy, they are really scary when you're coming from the top. Okay. If I have enough room to work, I should be okay. But this is actually fairly nerve-wracking combat. Fortunately, paralysis isn't too expensive, but I will run out of MP eventually. Oh, there's so many. Yeah, I feel like you just are so close to them when you're moving downwards. But that game does quite a bit of money, so I think what I'm gonna do is farm this area a little bit, because I really want to get my hands on that armor. And these guys are in a fairly favorable location near a door, and there are a good deal of them. And after a few levels up, I should be able to kill them much faster. I do like that their attack sound effect sort of sounds like they're sneezing. Whoa. And I am taking kind of a risk doing this because I don't have another Fruit of Lime. So I need to be very, very careful. Yeah, I don't think I want to go in that top corner. That feels dangerous. Oh, man. I'm definitely on the edge of my seat right now. And we've got about 2,000. I'm like, yeah, I think I just want to make sure I get my platinum armor upgrades. I think we're just going to make that happen and just be very careful. Oh, I don't like this. What am I doing? Yeah, what do I need? 3,500? It's not that much. Don't like how close he is. But the Sword of Water is going to be pretty exciting. Once we get that ball, we're going to be able to use it as before with the other balls of elements. Oh, I really want that coin, but, like, it's so risky. Okay, oh. What I was gonna say is we'll be able to create passageways, but this will be kind of a new way of doing it, and it's pretty cool, in my opinion. Alright, maybe these and then we can go. I can at least afford the platinum armor now, and that should be good enough. Do want to take this one out, and then we can go. Okay. All right, now I am, of course, going to take out any that I come across in these hallways, but... once we get back to the fork in the pathway, we're gonna go left this time. Oh, these things are so dangerous. Now I'm kind of surrounded and I'm scared. But we want to go this way this time. Yeah, we're already close to halfway to a level up, so that's good. Alright, I'm just gonna use paralysis to speed this up a little bit. We're so low on MP anyway. That guy almost shot me right in the face. We're so low on MP anyway that it's not really gonna make much of a difference. Alright, I suppose we can take these out. Alright, no more MP for me. Okay, let's head this way. Get my sword of water back out. I'm gonna play this carefully, yep. You do not want to just walk right into him. Okay. Now let's figure out what's up this way. I want to watch... I'm really scared to be in this narrow passageway with them. Okay. And what do we got here? A Flute of Lime. We are going to need that. Because over here, we're going to find Akahana. So let's go ahead and use our other flute. And see what he has to say about that. Akahana says, hey, you're the one who found my statue. I'll give you this, but now we're even. And we get the shield ring, and the shield ring is awesome. Like most RPGs, the rings are very, very good. And what this one is going to do is when we equip it, it's going to increase our shield power by what our level is. So something I didn't explain about defense is that the left number is your armor, which is the amount of defense you have for when you just bump into stuff, when things just hit you. And then the right number is your shield defense, which is your defense versus projectiles. So that's going to bump our projectile defense all the way up to 22 because we are level 8. And it's real, real sweet. I love it. I love all the rings in this game, but this is a very nice one to have. Unfortunately, it doesn't grant us protection from anything like, you know, the petrify that the Medusae do, but it will tamp down the damage of other projectiles quite nicely. Especially once we get enough money, which we're actually very close to doing, for our platinum armor upgrades. I'm really looking forward to that. But now that we've gotten the Sword of Water and rescued Akahana again, and let me be clear, I do not feel like we're even. I found your statue for you, and I cured you from being a statue. Which is more or less like bringing you back to life. The shield ring is quite good, though, so I don't know, maybe we are. Yeah, I think I've got enough money now, which is very exciting. And I wouldn't mind another level up. Yeah, you really gotta pay attention with these guys. I mean, it's nice that they telegraph their projectile by stopping momentarily, but you can still blink and goof it up like I did right at the start. All right. Let's get out of here. I believe we're all done in here. And can I hit these guys with the Sword of Water? I can. That's nice. Don't have to weapon switch. And I don't need to go that way. It is south. All right, now that we've done that, why don't we head back to town? I do want to get my MP back. Cool, the Sword of Water covers all these. That is very nice. You know, once again, I'm not against the idea of having to switch the swords. It makes a little bit of sense where it's like, if the upgraded sword covers everything that came before it, then the change in swords is a little bit less, I don't know, interesting or relevant. At the same time, though, I do appreciate not having to switch. Alright, let's get back to town. First things first, I want to buy that platinum armor. Let's do it. All right, let's put it on. And let's check out what our defense is right now. It is 14 physical and 22 shield. And let's put on our brand new stuff. Now we got 22 and 24. Fantastic. No, but I do want to go to the pawn shop, assuming there is one. Sometimes there isn't. Yeah, here we go. And let's see, are there any items I can get rid of? I guess I could just pitch these warp boots, but it's like $30. I'll do it if I really feel like I need it, but for now we're just fine. And I think I'm gonna want maybe one more. Nah, we're fine. Let's go ahead and stay at the inn, recover that sweet, sweet MP, and let's go talk to the queen. Ah, she doesn't want to see anyone? Okay, maybe I want to talk to the fortune teller then? She says, someone will wait for you at the lake in the south. And I'm gonna follow the fortune teller's advice because, realistically, I don't have anything else to do. The sages are not super helpful, so why don't we go ahead and head south? And hopefully now I won't take nearly as much damage as I was before. Obviously, ideally, you'd like to not get hit and take 0 damage, but, you know. I'll get better at shooting those, I guess I want to call it a flying guy because it moves with the same pattern as some of the flying insects, but doesn't actually fly. I think you know what I mean. But this is the way we want to go. There is a lake to the south of here. Oh, he got me. Maybe I won't get better at killing those. This is the way we want to go. And this is kind of a smaller area. There's a new enemy here. Looks like I can damage it with the water sword, so that's good. Oh man, they're everywhere. Wow, those are really damaging too, and I even have my new armor. What a bummer that is. Alright, you know what? I've had enough. And this guy says, that is the Sword of Water. You're the legendary one I've waited for. I am Rage, protector of the sacred lime tree. It's possible his name is Rage, but I'm gonna say Rage because that's just cooler. I've stood guard here for over 100 years. I will now give you the Ball of Water. I may now sleep in peace, knowing the chamber is empty. Enter the tree and protect Mesia. And the Ball of Water is going to give us our level 2 charge attack as usual. And we can use it to create these ice bridges. Which I think is really cool. It's just like a new shakeup of the way that your level 2 charge attacks open the way forward. But let's head inside. I am Mesia. This message is for you, jrpg. Our mission is only beginning. Our time is so short. I will go to Dragonia now. Please catch up with me. And so this is actually a hologram of Mesia, but that's a very interesting piece of plot. This is what we came out of in the beginning of the game, and so there is another person who had this happen to them as well. And they seem to know more about what's going on than we do, so we would really like to catch up with them. And now that we've got our Ball of Water, we should have an easier time dealing with these flying guys. And I really like the sort of angled charge shot it has. It looks real sweet. And I know it's really quick and kind of hard to see. Oh my god. But I like the way it looks because it just kind of has a visual design language that makes it look like it would create the ice bridges that it does. I'm a big fan of it. Oh my god, I gotta get out of here. Let's go. But if we remember the sort of secret passage behind the throne room, there were like narrower sections of water back there, and I have a sneaking suspicion that we can use our charge shot to traverse those now. So I'd be very interested in checking that out. Oh, we are so close to a new level up. Yeah, let's make it happen before we head back to town. What do I need, 55? This will only take a second. Awesome. We are now level 9, and now our attack should be pretty good. All right, let's head back to that throne room. And the guard says, I was instructed to show you the underground channel when you arrived. Please enter. So we don't even have to paralyze him this time to get in here. And these are what I was talking about. We can create ice bridges over those. Let's look around in the rest of it. Sort of looks like you could there, but you cannot. So let's take the only way we can go. And interestingly, it spits us out where the fortune teller was. Now, the fortune teller has a secret passage from her place to the throne room. That's very interesting, isn't it? And what do we have here? It's time I told you the truth, the queen says. The fortune teller is really me. I entered town like this and heard people's problems. But the real me is neither the fortune teller or the queen. I am Asena, one of 3 great wise men who will aid you. Of course, by wise men, they mean wise men and women, but you know. I'll teach you the magic of recover. It can cure you of certain ailments. If you can eliminate the whirlpools in the angry sea, I'll teach you the magic of barrier. So now we learn recover, which is more or less antidote. I don't know if it fixes petrify, but we'll probably be able to find that out if I happen to get petrified. And so now we finally met Asena / Athena. But before we leave, we want to head up this way. And here, we're going to find an injured dolphin. I'm in such pain. Do you have any herbs that would help me? As a matter of fact, I do. And we give him a medical herb, and he says, thank you. Because of your kindness, I can now return to the sea. Take this and use it when you wish to travel the sea. And we're going to get the shell flute. And we remember the sages told us to obtain the shell flute before taking the boat. And now we've got that. Brand new sword, brand new shell flute. We met another wise person. Things are going great. All right, why don't we go see if the boat rental guy is back. A girl from the southern lake came here. I think she went to rent a boat. Let's check it out. My father lost his fog lamp and is rather upset. You should come back later. Let's see what he has to say. We're not open right now. Go away. We'll have to come back a little later then, I guess. So now, it's not exactly clear what we're supposed to do. I mean, I know what we're supposed to do, but why don't we use telepathy and see what advice the sages might have for us? So let's see what Tornell has to say. Amazonas village is southeast of Bryn Mawr. You must build a bridge to go there. Okay, that's pretty interesting. And let's see what Zebu has to say. Wherever you go, the brightness of your sword will help you. That's very nice, but not super helpful. And how about Asena, who we just met? Caricia plant is the base for a fine perfume. Okay. And what about Kenzu? Help me, Kenzu. Don't bother others so much. Think for yourself once in a while. He is just the best. He did recover my MP that one time, though, so I consider him a friend. Let's hit the inn. And now we have a couple more destinations right in the area that are now accessible because we can create those ice bridges. And we are going to check those out. Particularly, we want to search for that Caricia plant so we can make perfume or something. But that's going to have to wait until next time because I'm all out of time for today. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.